I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I'm starting really late today. It's New Year's Day. Stayed up a little late last night. Playing around on some stuff here, riff-wise. I think I've got something to go on. It's a bit of a harmonic minor into Phrygian. Go to just regular natural minor and then jump into major. So a little bit of like mode shift stuff. That'll be the chorus. All right. I normally get to about 10 songs and put up an album. For a little bit there anyway, I was doing like some more than that. So I've got up to like 30 songs. It gets to be annoying to upload without having typos and stuff, and I'm typing in song titles and miss stuff. So I'm like, 10 is good. I also get to mess around with my sounds a little bit more often this way. So, okay, I just loaded my amp plugin, the new one, Thall, Thall. That's like a modern progressive metal thing, like when you get to a breakdown of the song and it goes down like a billion octaves and super heavy. It's like a onomatopoeia where it's like the word that sounds like what it is, so it's like Thall. I like to change my drum sounds more often than other things because they just affect the mix so much more. All right, so I just loaded, also new, Modern and Massive 2. That sounds pretty good already. First one I tried. I don't want these to like be too much or else it gets clippy. So the compressor is making sure the output going to the stereo bus is, it's just going to stereo out actually. It's not going over a certain threshold, but if the signal going into the compressor is spiking, it's going to send a clipping signal even if it's lower volume. So always make sure the output's not too high. You gotta see how the kick drum sits in the mix. Sometimes kick drums sound kind of weird on their own, and then when they're in the mix, what you thought was a big kick drum is suddenly vanished, and a wimpy kick drum, because it had like the right frequencies, sounds amazing. Alright, sounds good. Actually sounds kind of bad, but in a good way. So I'm gonna just start tracking, I guess. So left guitar, moving on from there, I'll do probably right guitar, you know, dubs, that sort of thing. That is freaking cool. I'm going to do something here. Copy pasted that. It's on Bias Effects 2. Oh, amp. This is Bias Effects 2. Reason being, it's got dual signal paths and a little mixer, which is going to come in super handy right here. A little bit of a delay on each side. So let me think about this. Yeah, let's not big that sounds. One guitar track. That's the kind of thing, though, when I do the video and I hear like one guitar on the left side, and everyone's probably like, what the hell? I hear like 4 guitars. It's a bunch of signal routing and tuning effects. That's good enough for me. I'm just going to stick with that. Let's throw on some dubs. I've got a Boss pedal here. It's covered in plastic, which looks weird, especially on camera. It's just keeping the dust off it. It's dusty in here. It's an old barn that I renovated. Pedal is a new one. It's a Polyshifter XS1. It is freaking fantastic. I saw the thing where someone was doing like super big bends and it gets a little glitchy on that, and it also sucks on bass guitar, but for guitar drop tunes or up tunes or whatever you want to do, it's pretty awesome. Do blue for pre-chorus. I'm doing blue for pre-chorus, purple for chorus, and that's, I just like made up in my mind that's the standard, so I don't question where I'm at. Did I do 3? I think I did 3. Clean sound. So how about I just jump in and do a guitar solo. It was a little bit of a weird guitar solo for me, but I think it worked. I also just saved this and I typed in the date until I come up with a title. I didn't type 2025 because it's January 1st. First time typing in the date this year and I didn't screw it up. That's amazing. Probably will the second, third, and up to 20th time, but we'll see. Real quick, let me put this up here. Alright, so if I do this, I'm obviously going to need a little stereo trickery. That doesn't sound like a pile of butt. So I just did stereo delay, delayed it by a few milliseconds each side. Then pitch shifter, dual mono, mix 100%, tune one side down, one side up, 1 cent. Honestly not that bad. Okay, let me... A little bit of a low cut. I just did like 60. It's not much, but this thaw amp is well, let me actually put it... Alright, well, anyway. That sounds pretty badass. Alright, save this as gent bass thaw. Alright, there we go. Done. I can just put that on whenever I want. So, other bass, or the regular bass, right here. Pretty much identical, save for a little bit of a low cut. It's barely there. And the thaw amp is just adding a massive stereo low end drop. And then I can just put that preset on, copy the thing up there, and I don't have to do the MIDI transfer. That doesn't sound glitchy, and it just auto does it. That's nice. So it took a little while, but it's probably going to be really worth it. This is where I say I learn new things as I'm doing this. Because like I've been using flex pitch to transfer the bass into the MIDI data thing, and then I put it on a MIDI bass sound, which sounds fantastic, but the tracking of flex pitch is eh. So I'm going to just jump right over to drums. I'm going to get rid of these MIDI guitars because I'm not even going to use them. I'm going to do vocals now. So after the drums, I ran into the house and just got hydrated a little bit and put down some lyrics. Okay, that ending of the verse was ridiculous. So the second one is different. What the heck do I want to do for this? Alright, I just said the same thing and held it out a little longer. Works for me. I just did some random falsetto scale run stuff. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. Yesterday, I did a little road trip in the middle of the day, but I started early kind of knowing I was going to do that, so I still got the video up. Now, I'm just woke up super late. Hopefully this comes out decently in time. I do get a video up every day regardless. I do a bunch of stock music in the in-between. That's actually kind of like my main thing, but I do that on my other computer. This just like processes video during the day. It only takes me like 40 minutes maybe all the way through. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Today it was maybe a little more just because I was like messing around with settings and stuff to start putting together a different template. I come out here every morning and write a new song. I keep learning new things, trying new things, you know, gradually evolving as I go. The lyrics I put down are going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. The middle of the description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. So lots of it because I write a song every day and I've been doing this for a little while now, you know. So the top, I say it's Christian rock in the beginning, so I put a link there to what I think is the best Bible teaching you're going to see anywhere. Because unlike everything else I see, which is all subjective stuff, where it's taking usually traditional denominational stuff, but anything, adding it on as extra baggage, twisting the meaning, taking text out of context, blah, 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 blah. This is really good objective teaching, and it's just on point. What does it actually say? What were the writers intending? Using grammar translation from the original languages to get there, and other stuff too. I was thinking they use different tools. words formed together when I said it. So yeah, though, it's really good, on point teaching. I can't say enough good things about it as far as that, because everything else I see is not. So there's a resource if you want to check it out. Just like knowing there's a bunch of stupid stuff out there, I'm like, yeah, check this out. I think that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try and get this up at the usual time. I feel like I've been saying that more and more lately. I keep like either sleeping in or doing extra crap. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.